Welcome to another live edition to An Earful, and I'm your host, Lemuel Appling. What an exciting day to be alive in the land of the living. I thank God for another opportunity to share with you some great things that's happening all around our city, all around our nation, all around the world. I'm telling you, excitement is contagious. You must be excited because what God has for you is for you. I'm telling you, what is our mantra? God is with us, God is for us, God is in us. Come on, say it with me. God is with us, God is for us, God is in us. Now make it personal. God is with me, God is for me, God is in me. Oh, I'm telling you, that just does my heart wonders when I say that. No matter what I'm going through, no matter what's happening around me, when I focus on the fact that God is always at hand, then nothing can stop me, nothing can block me, and that is excitement. Wow, we have a wonderful show for you today. I can't wait to share what God has for you, and I'm telling you, you need to stick and stay. We got an awesome panel of guests that's going to bless you today. So we're going to take a small commercial break, and right on the other side of this commercial break, we're going to get right into it. I'm telling you, we got an earful for you. Oh man, I'm excited. Well, stick and stay on the other side of this commercial break. We'll be right back and get right into it right here on An Earful, and I'm your host, Lemuel Appling.
Now you can watch WHPR TV 33 on Fire Stick. Catch all of your favorites. Stay informed. Don't miss a minute of your favorite talk shows. Call, text, tweet, post. WHPR TV 33 is worldwide on Fire Stick. For more information, go to FirestickTVNetwork.com or call us at 313-868-6612. WHPR TV 33, a Watkins Broadcasting Company.
Welcome back. We're live on An Earful, and I'm your host, Lemuel Appling. Listen, we're live, so we want you to call in at 313-868-0342 or 313-868-0351, and we want to talk to you. We want to know about the good that's happening in the hood. We know of some good things that's been happening for you, to you, and around you all week long, so call in and let us know the good things. Come on, we need to hear some good news, because good news breeds more good news, and the more good news we hear, the more good news we'll see. Come on, we need you to call 313-868-0342 or 313-868-0351 and tell us the good that's happening in the hood. Come on, we can't wait to hear from you. Things are happening all around us. We have to change our perspective. We got to look for the good. Get rid of the negativity, get rid of the bad. Come on, we give that too much time, too much place in our life. We got to flee from that. We got to run from that. We got to discard that. And the way you do that is you pursue good, you pursue righteousness, and you only look and pay attention for that and to that, right? So listen, call us right now, 313-868-0342, and let us know the good that's been happening in the hood. Have you heard of someone getting healed, delivered, or set free? That's some good things when you think about it. Or you may have received a job this week, or a bonus, or a raise. Come on, let's us know what is happening in your world, the good things that's going on. The other news stations, you can go there and hear all the negativity and feel way down. Have you ever stayed away from the news for a little while? And then you went back and you watched the news, and then you felt that heavy feeling like, man, I was better off not knowing all that negative stuff, right? Come on, we want to spread the word, spread the gospel of what's going on in your world. Come on, give us a call at 313-868-0342, or if that line is busy, call 313-868-0351. Right here on An Earful, we are seeing worldwide. We want you to consider sponsoring us. you can have your commercial, your business, your church, whatever you have going on. You can have it promoted right here. People can see it all over the world. So give us a call at 313-450-5110 if you're interested in sponsoring us and having your commercial live right here on An Earful. And like I said, you're going to be seeing all over the world. It's a great thing. All right. Well, listen, we're have a great panel for you today. We're kind of giving us some time so we can get things together behind the scenes for you, because what we have to share with you is going to lift your spirit and inspire you into greatness. Because guess what? Greatness is all around you. Okay? We're going to take a quick commercial break, and on the other side, we're going to get right into it. So stick and stay. And we are still waiting on your call to hear the good that's happening in your hood right here on An Earful. And I'm your host, Lemuel Appling. We see you on the other side.
Alexa, open TV 33 Live. Alexa, open FM Detroit. Alexa, open FM Virgin Islands. Now you can listen to WHPR, TV 33, and WVIE on Amazon Echo. Don't miss a minute of your favorite shows. And find out how you can have your own show heard worldwide on Amazon Echo. For more information, go to FirestickTVNetwork.com or call us at 313-868-6612. The Watkins Broadcasting Company.
And we're back live right here on An Earful. I'm so excited. I'm telling you, excitement is contagious. When you get excited about what's going on in your life, I'm telling you, things begin to happen. God is with you. God is for you. God is in you. So go ahead, knock the dust off that dream, off that desire, off that purpose that God gave you, and get it done. I don't care how old you are. I don't care how long it's been. You can still do it. But you got to do it. It's nothing to it but to do it. The hardest part is starting. Once you get up off your do nothing and do something, watch things begin to happen. It's just that easy. Faith without works is dead. When you begin to put some motion in your ocean, things begin to happen for you. I'm telling you, you got to stay excited, because excitement is contagious. When you go around to people and you are happy about life, then things begin to happen, and it begins to make others around you happy about life also. And that's what it's about. We are the church. We are the community. We are the people that's going to turn this thing around. But we have to change the narrative. And the way you do it, it starts in the inside. You got to make yourself happy. You got to make yourself excited. And when you do that, things happen all around you. Send off those good vibes. Send off those good energies so things can start stirring up around you and negativity can flee from you. Yep, it's just that simple. God is with you, so nothing can be against you. I'm telling you, you got to stay consciously aware that God is with you. Well, I'm telling you, we got a hot show for you today, and it's simmering, it's getting ready. So that's why we're trying to space out some time here to get everything set, because what we're about to unveil for you today is the will of God for your life. I'm telling you, it's easy to get what God has for you, but you got to get involved. You got to get in the flow. And what God needs from you is other people's souls. Yep, that's it. Other people's souls. If you're willing to give God what he wants, he's willing to give you what you want. And it's that easy. You got to work with him, though. You got to work with him. And let your light so shine is not an option. It's a demand. It's a command. You got to let it shine so other people can see the God through you. Last week we were celebrating Resurrection Day, and guess what? Jesus is still here. Yep. Technically, if he was raised last week, the Bible declares that he stayed here 40 days after, so he's still here. What is he doing? What is Jesus doing running around the earth? That's exactly what he's doing. He's running around the earth reaching other people. Remember last week we read in Luke about the two men that was walking up the road and they didn't know what was going on. They was perplexed about the things that had just taken place. And Jesus walked up to them and tried to straighten them out and let them know what was happening. And the crazy thing about it was they didn't recognize it was Jesus till after he finished speaking. And you know why that was so? They didn't see Jesus, they saw you. Wow. And when we go out today and we reach other people, they don't see us, they see Jesus. That's deep when you think about it. But you got to be out there where they are so they can see Jesus. They can't see Jesus in your church. They only can see you. But when you leave out of your building and go into the world, then they can see Jesus, not you. Well, that's what it's about. We have an earful of things to share with you today. So stick and stay. We're going to go to another commercial break on the other side. We're getting things ready for you. It's all about you. All right? We want you to stay excited right here on An Earful. And I'm your host, Lemuel Appling. We see you in a second.
You can have your own party on TV. Party with RJ Watkins and the TV33 family when you hold your own Facebook watch party. Connect all your friends with our friends, and we can have a watch party together. Watch your favorite TV shows when you want, how you want, with your favorite people. Here's how it works. Log on to Facebook from your computer or tablet and go to the RJ Watkins fan page at facebook.com/TV33WHPR. The one with the blue WHPR logo on the left. Like us. Click the word videos with the red tag that says live next to it. Then click the share button at the bottom of the video player and select start a watch party. Invite whoever you want. Your party will be recorded and archived for playback anytime you want. 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. At the end of the month, the viewer that has the most people at their watch party will be invited on the TV show live. Come on, let's have a party.
Welcome back to An Earful. Thank you for your patience. We're getting things together for you on this side of the camera. I'm telling you, things are happening all around us, and we got to stay in the flow. Speaking of that, we have a very special guest here today who is an distinguished gentleman in his own right. He has done so much for the city, so much for the community, and I'm telling you, he's the reason why I came up with the slogan, the good in the hood. I'm speaking of none other than State Rep Fred Durhal. Help me welcome Fred Durhal. How you doing today, sir?
How you doing, man?
Great. Man, you have accomplished so much in so little time, and I just thank God to know you, good brother, and I just couldn't wait to get you here so that the people can hear from you and know what's going on with you. How's things been going for you, sir?
Things been well, man. You know, just staying busy, staying active within the community, and you know, no matter if I'm serving or not, you know, still have a heart for the community and still out there. So
that's awesome. So for those who don't know, you know, let us know a little bit about your history.
Well, I served 4 years in the Michigan legislature as a state representative. First term I served as the assistant Democratic leader of the House, and the second term I served as the Democratic chair of the House Appropriations Committee over the budget. So was just very involved in leadership, Democratic leadership in the House. And was able to do some really great things for the city of Detroit, bring some money back home here to the city and to our communities, which need it most. So, you know, it was a great opportunity to be able to serve there.
Wow, now that's awesome. We talking about the good that's happening in the hood. Caller, we seen your call. I couldn't get to you because he was on a commercial. Please call back whoever you was. We want to hear from you. But I'm telling you, this great gentleman here has done so much for us, and I'm telling you, no matter where you are in life, we have to uplift each other because, see, listen, we need each other along the way. And the problem with our community is we thought it was ourselves. No, it's about each other. And that's what this brother been about. He's been about the community all along, right?
Yes.
Yep.
I mean, I think that's one of the keys that you touched on. We've got to come closer together. The only way that we're going to fix our community is together.
That's right.
It's good to be able to get outside help, whether it's from the government or whether it's from the federal government or whomever, or even philanthropic groups. But we've got to come together. We've got to take charge in our own communities. We've got to build block clubs. We've got to build community groups. And Detroit has some really great community groups, some strong groups here who push like that. But I think we can do more, and we've got to have more across the city.
Yes, and that's awesome. So involving ourselves with what each other is doing, that's what I want to talk about today. I want us to reach and touch on that vein of uplifting each other. Sometimes we're so caught up in what we're trying to accomplish as an individual, we forget that it's a brotherhood. Right. It's if I help you do what you're trying to do, you help me do what I'm trying to do. Not only will I accomplish what I'm doing, but you accomplish what you're doing. Right. And that's we gotta encourage each other as brothers, especially men. That it's time to help each other.
Yeah, our men do have to take charge in the community. One of the things as a state representative, having the opportunity to travel around. I saw many community groups, but there were a lot of women in these community groups and not necessarily a lot of men in these community groups. And so I think that we have to, as men, take charge, and we've got to participate more, too, within this community.
And when you look at other communities, other cities, other states that are thriving, that's what they have in common, that their men are involved. And I think that's what we got to change here in Detroit. We got to get involved as men and stop hating on each other, or it got to be all about me in order for me to be involved.
Right. And we do, in all fairness, we have a lot of men that are involved here within the city, obviously. But, again, like I said, the participation could be more. And just that idea of brotherhood, that idea of togetherness, it takes, all of us. All of us have a part to play. And we may have, different ideas on how to get that done. Mm-hmm. But if we all come together and bring those ideas together, we can fill in the gaps.
That's right.
And be able to, kind of close some of these disparities that we have amongst ourselves.
And that's where me and you come in. We have to change the narrative. We have to be the ones that step up and say, hey, bro, I'm here for you. Whatever you need to do, I'm here for you. Because that's what it's about. The greatest one among us is the servant. And that's what it's about, serving each other. Right. So what's going on? What's next with you? I know what you're about to run for president. What's next, Doc?
Right now, man, I'm just taking some time, taking some personal time. Public service is different.
Yes.
When you serve, you dedicate, pretty much your whole life to doing that. You're never home.
Right.
You're always out in the community. You're always in Lansing,
right.
Back and forth. So I'm just taking some time to reanalyze some things. I've been doing some consulting,
right.
Because I've been around politics a very, very long time. So I've had the opportunity to see some things. So I did a little consulting, and within the next few weeks, hopefully be able to give you an update on what I'm doing next. Can't really speak on it right now, but I would say just staying as busy as I can.
Man, I know you got a trick up your sleeve. This is Fred Duhall. I'm telling you, this guy is somebody to follow. It's a lot of great men, young men that's doing great things, and that's what we got to. That's what we have to spotlight. That's the point of this show on Earful. We want to spotlight the good that's happening in the hood. Well, I'm telling you, we want to bring you back to hear that announcement. We want to be one of the first ones to hear and to know what's next on your agenda, and we want to keep up with your journey. I honor you as a man, first of all, and as a brother, and I just thank God for the opportunity to know you. You know what I'm saying? Because you have done a lot, and we're looking forward to the great things that you're going to do.
Well, I thank God for the opportunity to know you, and not only with this show, but so many other things that you've done in the community. And I want to thank you personally, whether, it be here or on air, just let you know I appreciate everything that you've done and all the hard work you've done within the community, and it doesn't go unnoticed. And leaders like yourself in the community are very important, because whether I'm elected or not, we can't do what we do without you. So,
that's awesome.
Thank you for what you do, and thank you for your service.
That's awesome. And that's what we want to do. We want to show you how it's done. Love is in the atmosphere. Can you feel it? Yes. Excitement is contagious. As long as you are excited about what God is doing, I'm telling you, that just comes off and it gives off, and everybody around you want to be a part of what you got going on. Listen, stick and stay. We got more show on the way. We want you to know that what God has for you is for you. Stay excited. We have another commercial break, and on the other side, we got some more guests for you to uplift you and inspire you to be the best you, right here on An Earful. And I'm your host, Lemuel Appling.
Now you can watch WHPR TV 33 on Fire Stick. Catch all of your favorites. Stay informed. Don't miss a minute of your favorite talk shows. Call, text, tweet, post. WHPR TV 33 is worldwide on Fire Stick. For more information, go to FirestickTVNetwork.com or call us at 313-868-6612. WHPR TV 33, a Watkins Broadcasting Company.
And we're live. We are live. Welcome back to An Earful, and I'm your host, Lemuel Appling. I'm telling you, what an awesome day to be alive in the land of the living. I got some great guests, as you can see with us today. We have two awesome men of God, Pastor Caldwell and Pastor Hayes, Pastor Roland Caldwell and Pastor Timothy Hayes, all the way from Tennessee.
Kansas City, Missouri.
Kansas City, somewhere in the South. Right here in Detroit. Listen, we about to vibe out. We about to just let you guys know what God is saying and what God is doing. Like we stated earlier, Jesus is here on the planet.
That's it.
He's still here, y'all. And what he's doing is he's going out in the world spreading the gospel.
That's it.
And I believe that's where we are right now. I believe that's what the church needs, because the community is where it's at, because the church is locked up in the building.
That's it.
And I believe when we come out of the building, that's when the community is going to change. What y'all think about that?
Definitely. That's my motto for our church this year, Taking It to the Streets. Halloween, St. Patrick's Day was on Sunday this year, and we came to church to go to the streets.
Wow.
And me and Pastor Caldwell, on the way to the studio today, we were talking about how our ministry is designed for the one. We're willing and we're ready to leave 99 behind just for the one. And so, and that one is in the streets. It's not in the church.
And that's crazy you said that, because until now, church has been scared to leave the 99.
That's it.
They've been holding on to 99. They've been locking in the 99. They've been holding them captive.
Yeah. and I think that comes by tradition,
right.
The fear of losing and forgetting that God is the provider.
Yes.
We started depending on the pews instead of the one who created the church for us.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So instead of saying, you know what, I'm going to go for the one, we rather just hoard the 99.
Right.
So a lot of times when people come into our church, they don't feel comfortable because all of our ministries, all of our ideas circle around the people that's already in the church. When we know that the Great Commission is to go out.
Right.
And that's the problem. We don't know how to go out
Right.
in the community and reach our people.
Right. And that's the problem. And we have failed. We apologize, world. We apologize on the behalf of the church. We have failed you guys.
Definitely.
But guess what? We're on the way.
Yes, sir.
Jehovah's Witness, get out the way, because we're on the way.
Knocking on your door.
And we thank you, Jehovah's Witness. I said that last
It's
week.
boldness.
We thank you, Jehovah's Witness. You are the other group that was mentioned in the scriptures when the disciples seen the others that spreading the word, and they told Jesus, where there was other people that's out here preaching in your name, but they don't travel with us. And Jesus said, well, if they're not against us, then they're for us. And I believe that's who the Jehovah's Witness was. So we thank you, Jehovah's Witness, but we need our place back, so, scoot up out the way. We're going to be standing at the gas stations. We're going to be standing at the stores. We're going to be knocking on the doors, coming to a porch near you.
That's it. Your porch, your front door. And I tell my members, I learned from a great pastor here in Detroit, that we're coming to your door and we're not asking you to come to church. We're asking you what you need. We're bringing your needs to your door, and then you'll come to God's door to give him praise for it.
That's it. I think for too many years, people got caught up on religion.
That's right.
So in this era, it's all about relationship. The millennials, we want more than just that 12 to 2 or 11 to 2 experience on Sunday. That's what we're doing at the House of Restoration on the east side of Detroit, 1918 Hawthorne Street. We're trying to change. That's our idea this year, changing pews to circles. Where on Sundays we sit side by side, not worrying about what the other person is going through during the week. Whereas when you turn into a circle, I'm communicating you from across you, trying to wonder, what are you going through? How can I help you? Changing that monologue that we hear on Sundays when pastor is just talking, but changing into a conversation amongst the people. So what we're seeing now in a lot of churches that's growing is what they call small groups. It's people meeting during the week in small areas and talking about issues that they're going through. Find out that the discipleship is really living life on life, not being able to show somebody through example. Right. Not just showing them what it looks like to be a Christian on Sunday, but what it looks like to struggle on Monday and still be a Christian. So small groups it's another opportunity that Christians, that we're trying to step out of our norm and reach the ones that God called us to reach in the first place.
That's awesome. That's awesome, and that's what it takes. The church is a living cell. It's a body. So we have to adapt. We have to grow. We have to change with the times. We can't do what worked in the 50s, what worked in the 60s, what worked in the good old days is not necessarily going to work today.
That's it.
And that goes across the board.
That's it.
And as pastors, we got to be able to adapt and to change. What do you think about that, Pastor?
See, and that's the thing why I started my church. People tell me all the time, why did you start your church? You're a young man. You probably should have went and joined someone ministry. Well, I started our church because I didn't want to go back into a church. I wanted to make sure that the moment that my church started, that it was not going to look like, as I always say, your grandmother's church. We're not going to preach the slave master gospel. We're not going to continue the slave master tradition, but we're going to break those traditions. And how we break those traditions is first doing things like Jamal Brown, breaking chains, getting people out of jail, feeding the homeless, clothing, those things that you cannot do to the church because our community is too prideful. I can get food stamps because no one knows I have food stamps. I can make that application call and no one knows. I can get welfare. No one knows I have welfare. But in order for the church to help me, I have to come before the church and stand at the altar and tell everybody my business. No one wants that help. That's not help. That's you trying to say that you're doing something. Help is when no one knows and you did it anyway. That's what Jesus did. And so like Jesus, when he healed him, he said, go and tell no one. Go tell no one. And so that's what we're trying to do in Kansas City and Detroit. We're trying to do it all over the industry. We're trying to make this the new normal of church. I had a man tell me a couple of weeks ago, he said, Jesus gave us the authority to cast out demons, to heal the sick, to raise the dead. And when it happens, it's like the supernatural happens. But God ordained that to be the natural. That's supposed to happen every day. Every day we're supposed to go talk to the sick. Every day we're supposed to go raise the dead. But we don't tap into that power because the church lost its power.
And the church lost its power because we stayed in the building. And see, the power is not activated in the building. Like you said, the building's for where we're helping each other build up, grow up, develop, mature, and then go out into the world and get somebody where they are. That's awesome.
So we come to church on Sundays to learn, to go out on Mondays and to teach.
That's awesome.
That's it.
And when we don't do that, is when the community dies.
Exactly. That's why we are dying, because the church has stayed in the church, and the only time that we get the communities at the funeral. And the reason why we have so many funerals is because that's the only time that we can get them in church. I work for a funeral home in Kansas City, and I tell funerals every day. I walk into funerals, and it's 500 to 600 people every Saturday. And I say, if we can stop going to funerals on Saturday, then church will be full on Sunday.
That's it.
But no one wants to sit on funeral every Saturday for 3 hours and then come back tomorrow to go to church on Sunday. They would rather come about the dead than the living God.
Wow.
And I think that's because